All right. Let's get it cracking, get it popping in this piece. You know what the vibes is here. Yo, this video will talk about Jada Pinkett's manipulative ways to get control of Will Smith to make him do what she wants. At the same time, she loses all respect for him. So this video will talk about that and break it down. Why you should always be holding your frame, guys. Because when women do this, the game is over. It's a wrap. She can never respect you. From what this guy's done, all the mistakes that he's done, I'm going to go over the mistakes too that nice guys do. So again, if it hits home with you guys, address it. I did a previous video on this similar to this, but we'll get a little more detail of the real reasons why she has no love. So we're going to get into that. Don't go away. So we know the niceties of the nice guy trying to please her and all that. So where'd that come from? You know, obviously when a guy meets a girl, the last thing a girl or a guy wants to hear during a date is about the ex, right? So let's take, for example, Will and Jada. It's a perfect example. It reads things out. It spells things out pretty clear so you can get a good bird's eye view of what's going on. And this is the norm. This is modern women coming up and society on a whole now. So it's a good it's a good lesson here. It's a teachable moment, you know, that you can really get the pieces of this and break it down for you young guys and older people too, obviously, because Will Smith ain't getting the message right now. He should be getting the message. So it ain't about money, guys. It's not about money. The money don't matter. All right? The money don't matter. You a simp, you a simp. You a sucker, you a sucker. You're alpha, you're alpha. The money don't matter. The money is value, yes. Helps with hypergamy, yes. But the money don't matter. If she's not attracted, she's not attracted. Now, she can like you for your money and still go along with you, like i.e. over here, but we'll get into it. So what are the things he was probably doing wrong, right? Smothering her, making her feel like she's number one, which she should be if she's your wife. But if she's not reciprocating that, stop giving. Giving too much, compensating. Becoming codependent, making sure she has everything she needs, that she's, So, but that's not the whole thing. What puts a guy like this, like Will Smith, in a position where he has to catch up? Talking about your ex. She told him in the beginning, you know, she loved Tupac and all this and whatever. We know that story, but see what happens when you do something like that. She does that and puts him in the corner where you'll never be that guy, right? So who knows? Maybe Will felt like it was a challenge. Maybe he felt like, you know, hey, I'm Will Smith. I can do something too. I'm good too, whatever. I'm a nice guy, though. You get tired of the bad guy. You know, then you come to the nice guy. Who knows what he was thinking? Who knows? But she did tell him. Then you ask yourself, well, why did she, if she doesn't like him and didn't love him, why did she marry him anyway? Family told her to do it, but they don't make her final decision, right? She had some career starting off, a little budding career. She's doing a little bit of shows here and there, but she wasn't nowhere near where he was. But why did she take a jump? Why did she move over and cross over to that next level? To work on the hypergamy part. It works for a great story. Manipulation, right? If a woman tells you, or you tell a woman, hey, you know, you'll never be as good as my ex. She was great. You know, she was this, she was that, right? They're not gonna take it too well. I'm quite sure. And if the fact that she's telling him about, Pac was this, Pac was that, we have this bond, this, that, nothing ever happened, or whatever, but she's bringing it up all the time. Women that bring up their exes, guys, they're not over their exes. That's the first red flag that he chose to ignore. So if a woman tells you that about their ex, all kind of stories, we're just friends now, we worked it out, it's amicable, whatever. I mean, Will was married before, but he didn't keep bringing her up as far as we know. Or if he did, it didn't affect her because she didn't care. See, she had no emotions over here. She never had the emotions that he had. So what does Will do as a good guy? Compensates, right? He's a fixer-upper, right? People pleaser. And that's a problem because he has to fill in all the emotional gaps that she doesn't have going on. Nurturing, caring, pair bonding, loving. This makes her masculine. All right. I'm not saying she's a man, but the modern woman over time becomes more masculine. Why? She's not in a feminine essence. Sure, she's pretty. Sure, she's still a lady. She's still feminine ways, but she has a lot of masculine ways too. The fact that he sees that, he's going to change to try to fill in those blanks. He becomes codependent. And that becomes a lifetime habit, not only with her, probably other things too. Someone needs some money, might try to make things better, fix things up. It's admirable, but you can't destroy yourself in the process. You still got to know who you are. You can't get lost in who you are. However, with manipulation, someone like this, she knows what she's talking about. She knows manipulation. She's in the street. She knows she's going to get around the room and all that, right? But he didn't really get that message. So she had to show him. And oftentimes this happens also when guys, nice guys or whatever, women test these guys to see if you're going to make it, if you're going to last the long run, right? He's probably failed so many shit tests, and became complacent or became that codependent guy just to make her happy, to get her on his good side. But he failed to realize it's the opposite would have been true, right? She is holding a flame for somebody that's not even around, but he still tries to make up. Now, that puts him in a position of not ever being good enough. So he's always chasing the rabbit, always chasing the validation, always trying to up the ante. All the movies, all this. I bet he didn't do that. He's probably privately competing with Tupac. Oh, I got more movies. I got this, I got that. I made more money. Who knows? Who knows? But the reason he's staying in, we don't know why he's staying in, because he can't conquer this. Maybe that's who he is. He's an overachiever, but he can't achieve this right here. She knows that. She holds a thing over his head. She holds weight over his head. Like, you can't, that's all right. Everything he does is subpar. He's done great things, but for her, maybe it's like, all right, I would have preferred so-and-so. This is making a guy feel inadequate, not enough, right? Emasculated, broken down ego, all these things. These are all emotional triggers that she knows how to press his buttons, and she does it. See, when women find weakness in you guys, in men, they exploit it, they resent it, and they push it to the brink. This Oscar display that he put on, that performance and all the acting and all that, the emotional roller coaster she put him through, she knew what she was doing. She never stopped him. She smiled. She laughed when he slapped him and Chris respond. She had her hands were clean. No one held her accountable. That's another problem. He took on the weight. He took on the crying on the stage and love make you do crazy things. Yeah, love for who? Who's got the love? That's one-sided. That's you talking. I don't see her talking like that. Nor did she step up and say, you know what, guys? I shouldn't have, I should have pulled him back. I shouldn't have coerced him. He was sitting down, he was laughing. I could have been a better sport about everything. That's all she had to say. I could have been a better sport at all this. We're gonna compensate him for that. We apologize or whatever. She could have did it instead of him. That's called stepping up. But you see, the problem here is my friend here, I believe Will is chasing a shadow, guys. If a woman tells you she got a man and that her ex was this and that, leave her alone. She's not ready to move on. Leave her stuck there old and gray if she wants. Don't try to fill in someone else's shoes, period. Because you can't. You're not that guy. And why would you try? Be with somebody that wants to be with you. What's wrong with that? That's as simple as it. So it's going to treat you right, make you feel, sure the up and downs and all that, but give yourself the advantage. Have pride in yourself. See, she stripped him of all his dignity. Now, this debacle at the awards, he's lost accolades, right? He's lost branding, right? He's lost his own dignity and everything that he worked for. This was the crescendo moment. Why would she show her ass? Why? Because she's not happy. She's resentful because that Oscar also represents the time she spent not being loved, not being happy, not being felt. She proves it in a lot of ways. Look at her behavior. And she talks about Pac. That's her first love. That's her heart. So you don't get my love. My love is over here. Okay, that's buried in a box. That's my love. My love for him will always be here in my heart. A place in my heart for him. Okay, so you don't have love. You can be friends. All right, we'll be friends. Then fine. He wants to be friends. We're partners. We're equal partners. Friendship. So he's in friend zone with his wife. All right, because she knows where his heart is, but he still invests. Why? Why? That's the big question. But he does, right? So, next thing she does, the son brings a friend over. Hey, Mom, this is Johnny from school. Can you follow me home today? Oh, okay. Hi, Johnny. Next thing you know, Johnny's part of the family. She's been plotting the whole time. Bring him in. No, let's talk to him. He needs help. He needs my help. And she does an entanglement joint with him in front and expose it right in front of her husband. Just tells her husband the whole thing, right? She fears no consequences. That's the fucking problem. She fears no consequences. There's no accountability, and there's no reprimanding for her. So she can do what she wants, and it's okay. He'll figure a way to make it his fault. This is mental abuse and everything else. He's compensating, and she's okay with it because he cleans up her messes. That's a problem, big problem. So that makes her respect him less. That makes her view him even smaller because why? A real man's going to stand up and be himself. He's going to say, hey, damn it, what's going on here? What's all this nonsense? He'll pipe her down and put a cap on it. You understand? Not let her run wild and just get ridiculous with her antics. And now look what he's got. Nothing, right? It's his whole career. And it's heartbreaking. I like the guy. I hope he, bounces back. But this is getting a little ridiculous. I said the same thing about a year ago. I said this is getting 6 months ago maybe, but this is getting ridiculous. She clearly wants out. Give her what she wants. Give her what she wants. Why are you hanging on? He always the one saying we're still married. Look at her body language. Her head's always tilted away when they're hugging. She's tilted away and smiling. He's leaning in, and she's tilted away and smiling. Yeah. When they kiss, it's a little bullshit peck. It's like two friends, right? But, I hope maybe he'll see the signs now, but I hope he does. Anyway, guys, when it comes to relationships and dating, always put yourself first, guys. You are the priority. You have to run the show. She can't run the show without a strong man. You need to be that strong man no matter what. If she wants to be the strong man, get another girl. Unless you want to be the strong woman or the weak woman or whatever. But it's not who you want to be if you want to be in the alpha frame and in a leadership role. It's put you in a submissive role, and you'll regret it and you'll resent it. Just like she resents being in a submissive role. I promise you she does. With this guy not being in love for 20-something years, whatever it is, she's counting those years too, He's doing the Oscar years. She's counting those years too. She goes, wow, you know what? It's been a long time. I haven't been happy. She says it. She's proven it. Look what she does. So listen, guys, like, subscribe, comment below. When you hear your family, I got you. Excel and